In this video, I'm gonna show you 3 of my favorite tools that actually make me money. I've got the PD25 AutoHandy, the AutoCut, and the AutoCut PL from General Wire. This video is sponsored by Ferguson. We teamed up with Ferguson because of everything they did for plumbers and the plumbing community, especially hooking us up with great vendors that have great product that we use every day. One of my things about owning a residential service company is we take care of our customers. So today I want to show you 3 tools that we use on a regular basis and why they are very important. Now, especially if you're a residential service company. Now, the tools I'm going to show you today are actually tools that can help you make money. And that's really a big deal because they make you money by saving you time, by saving you space on your van, different things like that. So we're gonna jump right in here. The first thing I'm gonna show you is the AutoCut and the AutoCut PL, but I'm gonna tell you need to hang around till the end. But the PD25 AutoHandy is the one that actually makes us the most money. So check it out. So what I'm gonna show you first is the AutoCut. This is the AutoCut 3/4 inch, and I'm gonna get this in a very tight spot because that's what I love about these. That's why I love having them in my bag. So first thing you wanna notice is there is an arrow on here telling you what direction to turn it. You always wanna turn that exact same direction. But the good thing about this, as you can see, we've got a piece of copper pipe here right next to the edge of the tub. Now, this is a 3/4 inch, and of course it's not what would go to this valve, but we could reduce it down, run it up to it to make sure that people get exactly what they need. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually open the auto cutter up and get it ready. You wanna look at your arrow, make sure you turn the right direction. So we're gonna put it this way and understand that we're gonna turn counterclockwise. And what you do is you literally get it in position, squeeze it down, now it's locked in. And as you see, I'm right here next to the edge of the tub. So I don't have a lot of room. Now, these are where the old style cutters really couldn't get in. I don't want to get in here with a saw or anything like that. So literally you get in and you start turning. Now, one thing to remember is you don't want to turn a little bit and then just, grab it and bend it and break it off. You want to keep turning until it cuts all the way through. And it is continuously applying pressure, and when it cuts, you're gonna feel it. And when it does, your cut is done. Now you see, we're cut right here flush with the edge of the tub, and we had plenty of room to get in there and turn everything around without having any problems. That's why the AutoCut is a great tool to have in your bag, because you never know when you're gonna get in this position, and it could keep you from having to drag out a cord, having to do anything with a power tool. You can get in and make a good clean cut right here, and you're ready to go. Next, we got the AutoCut PL, and I like this. First of all, it has a blade protector in here. So when you open it up, you wanna make sure that you pull that out. This is gonna keep anything from getting in there and messing up your blade. You've got a very fine, very sharp blade here that you don't wanna damage. This is great for cutting PEX or CPVC. Now, again, you've got arrows on here telling you which way to rotate it. So now that I've got it ready, what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do the same thing, I'm gonna cut it right in the same position, right at the edge of the tub, because that's where I've got the least amount of space. And you're gonna put it in here and you're gonna start turning it. And I give it a little squeeze as I go because I'm wanting that blade to bite down into the CPVC. And when it does, just like that, I know it's ready to cut. And there it is. As you could tell, I didn't have much room to work with. And I love having this tool just for that purpose. But the very first thing I'm gonna do is open it back up, slide my blade protector right back in place, and close it up. Now these 2 AutoCuts are tools that, like I said, I want in my bag every job I walk in because you never know when you're gonna be put in that situation where you need it. I hate to say this, I remember one of the first times I went out on a job by myself, I actually had to cut a piece of copper and it was in a position right between 2 studs that were only about this far apart. I did not have room for anything. And after jacking with it for a long time, I ended up having to go back to the shop and get a blade for my Sawzall to cut it with because at the time, I didn't have extra blades on the truck. Having a tool like this, once you've been in that situation one time, you realize how valuable these are and you know it's something you want in your bag. So now say you've got a stopped up tub drain. The toilet's draining fine, but the tub is stopped up. You've actually gone in, you've actually removed the lift and turn, You cleared out any hair here, any problems that you have, you've still got a problem though, it's still not draining. Now this is my money maker, this is the one I like, and this is the one I make sure I always carry with me. I've got the PD25 AutoHandy drain cleaner. I love this thing. First of all, what I like about it is the tip of it up here is metal. Now I've had older different brands that were plastic in here. You use them too long, you run it too long, they get too hot, it starts melting on the inside. So I really do like this. What I do is lock it down first, pull off my rubber cap there, and the neat thing about it is it's got a handle on here that when you turn it, it comes out. Another great thing is when you turn it the other way, it reels it right back in. So if you get in and get on something, you can grab this and lock the blade. As you can see, it won't pull out. So when you get in and you get something, maybe you've got a hold of something, you can pull it back out, pull it back out. Say it's further down. You can actually loosen the screw right here, and you need to unscrew it all the way because there's actually a hole in here where it lines up at, where you can pull the handle off. Now, now you've got some torque and you've got some spin on it, so you can get it in there and actually make it run out even faster. Now remember, put your drill in reverse, pulls it right back in. Let's pull this cover off, open the overflow right there. Now you get it lined up, and literally, I like to pull it out just a little bit and get it ready, because then I can feed it in by hand and make sure I've got it turned down. Once you get it in here, it's literally turn it and then squeeze the trigger when you want it to go in. As you can see from over here on the back side, this is actually going down into the overflow, into the sanitary tee where this ties together. The good thing about it is it's gonna keep going, it's gonna go through the P-trap, it's gonna clean anything out all the way over to the Wisconsin or the Santee if it's on its own dedicated line. I love this. As you can see, once you're through as far as you need to go, put your drill in reverse and spin it, squeezing down on the trigger for retrieval, that way it locks it in. Or if you've got something and you're caught up in there, you've grabbed a hold of something, maybe it grabbed a big wad of hair. You don't necessarily want to go backwards and just unloosen from it. You can actually just pull it, grab the handle right here, push it and pull it in. Say you get up next to a solid clog. You can also get right up against it, grab that handle and try and push it through it. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to actually get this in position, get it to unclog, and this thing will make you a lot of money. So let's go ahead and reel this one in. And as you can see, it gets it reeled all the way in. Make sure you put a protector back on it, and it's ready to go. I always disconnect it from my cordless and put the handle back on, that way I don't lose it. As you can see, we've got a little hole right here. You want to line the screw head up with that. That way when you tighten it down on there, it goes in that hole. If you don't do it and you just try and tighten it up on one of the other sides, you're liable to grab it here and it drop off if you don't get this super tight. I like to line it up on the hole and go through, that way I know that's something I don't have to worry about. Now that we've got everything done and draining good, always look back down in here, make sure that there's not any more problems. So once we're done, we want to make sure we get everything put back together like it was. Put the waste and overflow on, put our lift and turn back in place, fill it up with water, drain it, and at this point, I love to fill it up with hot water. That way if there's any sludge, slime, anything in there that maybe I broke loose, hopefully the hot water will help wash it out and get it down the drain. Let me know if you've tried these yet. I think this is one of my best investments. The reason being, this lasts a long time and it makes me a lot of money. Think about it. I'm going in and unclogging a drain. I'm not having to bust out a big sewer machine. I'm not having to bust out a power cord, anything like that. This is something that I can handle right then and there, knock it out and be done with it. And if I've got a small enough camera, I can run it in through the overflow, get down and look at it and see if there's any problems in there that need to be addressed. So let me know, what is it you do? Do you carry things like this on your truck? And if not, why not? This makes it quick and easy and can help you make more money even faster. Once again, thank you to the people at General Wire for letting us demo this product. This is really fantastic. I love it and I love using it. So guys, remember the AutoCut PL, and the PD25 AutoHandy are all available at Ferguson.com. This video is sponsored by Ferguson, and remember, we teamed up with them because of everything they do for plumbers and the plumbing community. Thank you, and I hope you learned something good today. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.